Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2024 IFBB Pro League Orlando Pro Bikini results. Absolutely stunning. This top 5 was exceptional. Everyone looks amazing, and another new athlete added to the list of Olympia 2024 competitors. So exciting. So, speaking of Olympia, last year's top 3 in bikini are automatically qualified, and then the winner of any open division contest held in the qualification period also gets to go. Very exciting. There's no tiered system anymore. There's no points. 2nd through 5th are nothing. You only get a ticket to the Olympia if you win. So the stakes are high, and this show was really awesome. So here's a look at the scorecard. In first place was Rihanna, second Jasmine, third Rael, fourth Masa, and fifth Christy. And when you look at the points, it was very even across the board, a clear win for Rihanna. So here's Christy in 5th place, and she looks beautiful. Great curves. I love the shape of her hamstrings. I think she's got a really nice curvy shape in her back leg. She's got a beautiful size in her quads. Some good detail coming through. Also, like this line is nice and clear. A little bit of definition down by her kneecap. That nice amount of detail coming through closer to her hip on the back leg. She looks full. She looks round. Just beautiful size. I think she's got a particularly nice midsection, really sharp oblique, some six-pack definition coming through, but just nice and flat, beautiful, very like pleasant and lovely. I think she's got an overall a really nice balance between the conditioning being nice and sharp and easy to see, but not being super crazy looking. She still has a nice softness, which I think looks beautiful. She's got gorgeous muscles in her upper body. I think she's got a really nice size to her lat and amazing shoulders. I do think, though, that somehow she could twist a little bit more open and bring the shoulder more to the side. I feel like a lot of my attention is coming right to here. There's just a lot of muscle, a lot of skin. I don't know why, but I'm looking here, and I feel like if she was a little bit more open to the front, I would see that triangular shape even better. I think she's got really nice angles and really nice size, but like right now the shoulder here, the delt is almost straight. I just want to see more of the curve and more of this shoulder coming forward so that I see more width to the narrow waist. So just a tiny tweak, I think keeping everything else exactly the same but twisting the upper body a little bit more would really help with that overall hourglass silhouette. The other thing I thought was maybe she could have a little bit more size to the top of the glute, like right starting here at her strap. I feel like there could be a bit more roundness up in there, just so that you have a really nice curve into the glute from that tiny narrow waistline. But I think she looks really beautiful. The dark red suit is glamorous. Her tan looks lovely. Her hair, I love the side part and that big amount of volume over her eye. She just looks really, really gorgeous. And I love the way she's holding her hand here. I think she's getting a nice curve to her arm. She's maintaining a nice shape in her shoulder and just creating a good width here. Maybe she could pull it up a little bit higher if her wrist and her hand were closer to her belly button. It might draw your eye even more upwards and then help with creating a more wide shape up top. But that's it. I think she looks really, really good. Okay, next and fourth is Masa. Stunning. I love seeing her in the top 5. She's so tall, very lean, long arms, long legs, just a really unique look, and she really is beautiful. I love all of the detail we're getting into her side, super crazy outlined obliques, really flat midsection, gorgeous amount of muscle in her glute. Like she's got a lot of size, a lot of curve. Her back pose is really stunning. Her glutes look so full, so round. I do find that she's too sideways though. I feel like we are getting a great look at the glute, but the front of her quad is so straight here. And maybe if she pointed her toes more towards the front, even at an angle, maybe we'd see some of the roundness. It's just a lot of straight line in this front, and I want to see more curve. The torso, oh my gosh, her midsection is so small, and I love this sideways look for the waistline, but I still think this is another athlete who could be more twisted to the front in the shoulders. I think if her shoulder could come more out to the side and this shoulder more towards the front, her arm wouldn't have to come out so far, and maybe it could just fall straighter down. And then I think that would be even more of that ratio of the wide to the narrow to the wide, and you'd see the hourglass even better. I think her conditioning is beautiful. You've got lots of nice detail into the sides of her legs, in her hip, in her obliques. Her arms look great. The beautiful curves and size in her delts is great. Also, lovely suit color. I think her makeup is really pretty. Her face looks bright. Her cheekbones are so stunning. Everything looks really, really beautiful. But I do think by being so sideways, we're missing out on that curvy hourglass shape, and it's accentuating the straight lines more than needs to be. So a tiny little tweak, and that's all. I think she's really gorgeous. All right, next and third is Raquel. Love the blue, purpley blue. Oh, the suit is gorgeous on her. Her makeup is pretty. Her smile is so big. Her hair is silky. She's just so beautiful. And her skin, the color, the tan, the gloss, the sheen in her hip, on her oblique, on her delts, just absolutely stunning. I love her hamstring. I love the definition she has with this line here. I love the curves in her quads. I love the detail by her kneecap, this teardrop shape coming through. Man, she looks really good. Her midsection is really beautiful, great abs, the six-pack definition, the oblique. She's not too ribby, but she's still really lean, and you've got great lines, particularly here in the hip. And man, what a nice full, round, curvy shape to her glute. She's gorgeous. Now, as far as the posing is concerned, I do feel like there's a bit of a narrowness in her upper body. I'd love to see a little more size and fullness into the delts, and also more twist so that the delts come further out and it creates more of a crazy ratio with that tiny waist. Right now, I just feel that the upper body is a little bit lost in comparison to her amazing lower body. But that's really it. I think she looks really stunning. I love this blue. I think it's a breath of fresh air, and she's just really gorgeous. All right, next in second place is Jasmine. Wow, tiny waistline and so much detail in her abs. It looks incredible. I did see on her Instagram that she said the judges felt that there was maybe a little too much going on in the midsection, maybe a little too lean. And just with the way that she was posing, it was kind of showcasing that. But I love it personally. I think it looks really cool, but I can understand it. She's got a lot of definition, a lot of detail coming through here in her serratus, but some beautiful fullness into her glutes, in the quads. I love the quad sweep, that detail down by her kneecap, and crazy width in her shoulders. She really has that triangular shape really nailed down. I do find though that this shoulder seems a little lower than this one. My eye is kind of sloping. So I feel that she could try just a tiny bit to pull the shoulder up, like pull the chest up, the collarbone, the whole upper body in the front, just so that the shoulders are level. And the other thing, I found her tan to look a little bit on the yellowy side. If she could get it to be more of that rich, dark brown color, I think that would look even better to highlight her physique. But I love her curly hair. I love the royal blue suit. I think overall she looks really good. And now in first place is Rihanna, and she gets everything right. She's lean. She's got beautiful detail. Her legs have lines. You see the outline of the quad. You see the oblique, but her abs are still smooth. There isn't a lot of six-pack. It's just flat and tiny. Her waistline is really trim, and she is posing so perfectly. She's got just the right amount of her body facing forward, so you see that crazy width, the narrow waist, and then her glutes. Oh man, the curve starts at her hip and goes all the way around. So she's got the right amount facing the front to see that triangular shape so clearly. I think she really nailed the conditioning here. She's soft in the right places, but still very firm and tight and beautiful lines. You're seeing gorgeous roundness into her quads and her hamstrings. The tan is a gorgeous color. She just looks so smooth. Her makeup is pretty. The suit color and the lipstick are gorgeous. Her smile is stunning. She just looks gorgeous from head to toe. I think her posing is spot on perfection. All right, so here's everyone side by side, and this is where I think Rihanna's posing really stands out. I think Masa is too sideways. I think Rael needs to have a bigger, more full, pumped up, prouder looking upper body. I think she could really open up her chest and her collarbone and try to get more width into the shoulders. I think Christy needs to be a little bit more to the front in the shoulders. Leave everything as it is below, but twist this one more forward and open this one more towards the back. And Jasmine, I still feel like this shoulder is a little lower than this one. When I look at Rihanna, she's perfectly flat, perfectly level. That triangular shape in her upper body is really highlighted. The curve of her glute, that S curve, the hourglass is just perfectly posed for us as viewers to see. Her conditioning also is gorgeous. She's absolutely stunning. And then from behind, I really noticed the curves on Rihanna's quads. She's got a lot of beautiful roundness. It matches nicely with the curves of her glutes. They're not the largest glutes on the stage. They're not the sharpest glute hem tie-ins, but her waist is so small. Her delts are so beautifully round, and then her legs are gorgeously curved. I just think her proportions are lovely. The hair covers exactly what you need it to, shows off her tiny waist. Rael, I feel that her hair is covering a little too much of her delts. And Christy, I felt the delts need to pop a little bit more in the back pose. You're not quite seeing the full round curvy shape like you see, for example, on Jasmine and Rihanna. But everybody looks stunning. I'm super impressed by Masa and Rael, the size that they both have in their glutes. But Rihanna, to me, with the small waist and the really wide delts, looks really stunning with those curvy quads. Just to the icing on the cake. Beautiful. And of course, in terms of Olympia, there she is added to the list. So there are more shows coming up this weekend. Of course, I will recap those as soon as I can. Please give me a like if you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm on Instagram at turquoise toffee.